Movies don't just tell stories through character and dialogue, they tell stories through time as well. One of the most powerful storytelling tools that filmmakers use is the changing of seasons. Today we're breaking down how seasons symbolize change, growth, decay, and transformation, using 3 films that do this brilliantly: Coraline, Dead Poets Society, and Call Me By Your Name. In film, seasons aren't just background decoration, they're visual metaphors that instantly communicate emotional shifts. Spring is often communicated through beginnings, renewal, and hope. Summer often represents freedom, intensity, and peak emotion. Fall is often linked with change, decay, and transition, and winter is usually represented through death, isolation, and stillness. In Coraline, seasons subtly reflect Coraline's emotional journey. While the film doesn't explicitly move through all 4 seasons, it uses late summer transitioning into fall as a symbolic backdrop. When Coraline arrives at the Pink Palace, everything feels cold, muddy, and damp. Not quite summer, not quite autumn, this in-between moment that mirrors how Coraline feels. Not a kid anymore, not an adult, just stuck in the middle. This season echoes her state of transition. As she explores the other world, the visuals become bright, warm, and summery, symbolizing the fantasy of wish fulfillment. But as the truth unravels, the imagery shifts back towards darkness, fog, and decay, very fall-coded visuals. This seasonal contrast emphasizes the film's theme that change can be uncomfortable.
You may come out when you've learned to be a loving daughter.
But not every perfect world actually helps you grow. Coraline's emotional maturity is reflected in the changing atmospheric tone in this movie, moving from the fog of confusion into clarity.
Medicine, law, business, engineering, these are noble pursuits. Poetry, romance, love, these are what we stay alive for.
Dead Poets Society uses seasons in a much more literal sense. The film begins in fall, a season associated with transformation, and it's when the boys meet Mr. Keating and begin questioning their rigid environment. Fall reflects the beauty and danger of change. The leaves are vibrant, but they're also dying, which sets the tone for the boys' awakening. As the story progresses into winter, the atmosphere grows colder, and so do the consequences. Winter represents oppression, emotional stillness, and the death of hope, following the tragedy involving Neil. When the film ends, it's still winter, but in that final classroom scene, when the boys stand on their desks, there's a sense that spring is coming, metaphorically. A new cycle, a new mindset, and a new courage.
Je suis très confiant, hein?
Call Me By Your Name ties its entire emotional arc to one season, summer, and uses its end as a symbol of change. Summer represents freedom, heat and desire, self-discovery, and temporary perfection in this film. Elio and Oliver's relationship blooms under the intensity of midsummer. The long days and warm nights give them the freedom to explore who they are. But as summer fades, so does their time together. By the time winter arrives in the final scene, Elio is older, wiser, and heartbroken. The seasonal shift is the emotional shift, and it's a cinematic way of saying some experiences only belong to one season in your life.